I'm world class at not doing stuff. I walk everywhere because I don't own a car, and I have no interest in owning a car. I can't be doing with it. And people say, I saw you, 3 times. And you go, well, yeah, I live here. This is where I live.
Bill, it's so good to see you again. We last met just before the world as we know it went into lockdown. We were supposed to go on a Valentine's Day, and then obviously went into lockdown, so you were saved by the bell.
Well...
It's good to see you again. I don't know for you, but for me definitely, coming through that pandemic and that time where we were all kind of locked in, it's definitely given me a new lease of life, and it's made me want to do more things and travel and do all the things that I've said I've wanted to do. Has this film and that experience done that for you?
Well, I remember during the pandemic, everybody's, a lot of people saying at various times, I hope we can hang on to this feeling. I mean, there was a lot of bad things. Obviously, it was terrible. But there was a feeling that people combined in a way that they don't necessarily always do. And there was that one had one's priorities refreshed, and you knew what was important and you knew what wasn't important, and you were going to get on with those things. Yeah. And I think I have hung on to some of that. It's difficult. It's like when people say that irritating thing about live every day as if it's the last one. Who can do that? Exactly. But this film, yeah, I mean, it's to some degree, it's about that. It's about doing stuff instead of not doing stuff. I'm very, very, very. I'm world class at not doing stuff.
Okay.
Or putting stuff off to. Till tomorrow, which will never come. And I'm interested in the way that individual tendency of mine, which I know I'm not the only person in the world, who struggles with it, and I do struggle with it. How it's expressed in society, and how we have institutions which are designed to stop things from happening. Politicians who arrange for stuff not to happen. All of that. So it's I think, and I find it fascinating.
And there's a massive theme of procrastination in this. I'm a terrible procrastinator. How do you get out of the procrastination?
Well, not very successfully, but I'm much better at sort of practical things now. Like, I get the laundry done. Right. I don't leave things in the sink. I can't leave anything in the sink. I can't go to bed with anything. Those kind of things. I make my bed every morning. I do those things. And guess what? Life is so much better. But big stuff like, am I ever going to write a book? No, because I'm very good at not writing a book.
Bill, we need it.
No, you don't need a book.
We do.
You don't. You think you do, but you don't. There's a very good cartoon by Peter Cook, where 2 blokes in a bar, and one says, "I'm writing a novel," and the other one says, "Neither am I," which is the story of my literary life. But there's lots of big stuff I put off, but the little stuff I'm quite good at.
But now you've said that, we need the book, Bill. Do you have an understanding of how much love there is for you? Because as soon as I ever say I'm interviewing Bill Nighy, everyone's got a Bill Nighy story. A lot of people seem to have met you randomly, but everyone has so much love for you.
Well, that's very, very, very nice to hear it, obviously. I don't have, I don't know, but I walk everywhere because I don't own a car, and I have no interest in owning a car. I don't like carrying things, and having a car to me is like carrying some really big thing, and you have to put it somewhere, and then you have to, can't be doing with it. And therefore I walk everywhere, and I meet a lot of people. And people say, I saw you, 3 times, and you go, well, yeah, I live here. This is where I live. And it's perfectly nice. People are, they're charming, and it's fine. But so I suppose, and I do think, well, maybe I should buy a car, but I'm never going to buy a car. So,
no, don't if you're not now. People love meeting you in the street. It's amazing. Wow. Everyone's got a Bill Nighy story, and it's always positive. Just finally, then, Amy Lou Wood. She's absolutely amazing. So hilarious, though. Yeah. I heard there was a struggle getting scenes done because you were trying to not laugh.
Yeah, she's terrible. No, she was great, and she's a wonderful person. She's great company, and she was exemplary as an artist. And and those scenes are tough. Some of those scenes, they're when I say tough, I don't mean they're just they're beautifully written, and they're very important, and therefore there's a degree of, you put yourself under a degree of pressure to get them right, and you really need to be able to combine, easily and kind of profoundly with the other person. So Amy, I was in great company with Amy Lou. She was just fantastic.
Well, listen, it's always a pleasure, never a chore. Lovely to see you again, Bill. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jodie.